Hopefully you've been keeping up with the Emiru situation, whether my coverage or other coverage out there, because that's going to be important context for this. Hasan provides incredibly nuanced, insightful, and valuable commentary on Emiru's critique of Twitch's enforcement policy.
My manager comes back to me and she's upset. She's like, okay, I've been talking to Twitch people and I'm really upset.
So yeah, this is part of Emiru's statement that I covered earlier today in my first video of the day. And we've got Hasan here, except he's not here. He's actually literally not here. You can see the freaking chair is empty. Just to be sure we're on the same page here. Emiru is talking about a situation where she was literally assaulted at TwitchCon. And Hasan is supposed to be it seems like he is supposed to be reacting to it, right? That's why he's got it pulled up on a stream. What is he doing instead? He's literally just not here. He's not watching. He doesn't seem to care at all about this. And I totally understand that he does long streams and that he probably wants to get up every now and then to go and get water or whatever else, although he doesn't give Kaya that same grace. My point is, though, I get that he'll want to leave the stream every now and then, and fine, no problem. But it's pretty crazy that of all the times to do that, to leave the stream, he's doing it when Emiru is literally talking about her assault. Like, come on, bro, you can't even lock in for that. It's just a really bad look. And that takes us to the next Kaya clip that's resurfaced, and this one doesn't just make Hasan look bad, it also makes Valkyrie look bad.
Kaya, get up. Kaya, over here.
Hey.
Kaya.
No.
Over here.
No. Over here. Come here.
She doesn't know. She.
Kaya, come.
She thinks she's
Okay, come.
Come here. You need to speak to her in a nicer tone.
Get over here. Sit.
Get over here.
Kaya, sit.
You
Come on.
damn
Come
dog.
over here.
Come here, you dog.
She thinks she's in trouble.
Good girl. Sit.
Wrong way.
Bro, the way you interact with her.
Chad is thanking you, saying thank you, Ray, for being nice to Kaya.
Well, it's a tone thing. Like, she thought she was in trouble because you're being so, like, Ugh. You know, Roy Kaya. You just speak like this. It's okay.
This is why she ran to you at Cutie's party last night.
This poor dog is so used to being abused to lay on that bed for hours upon hours on end that she just automatically thinks that that's what Hasan wants, even when he doesn't. And I do appreciate Valkyrie for standing up for Kaya in this clip and trying to tell Hasan how to treat this dog better. But the reason this still makes Valkyrie look bad, in my opinion, is because, to my understanding, that clip occurred before the recent one from almost 2 weeks ago, when Hasan seemed to have shocked Kaya, and that, of course, went viral. And so Valkyrie does absolutely have an idea of how Hasan mistreats this dog. But despite that, when the situation began to go viral a few weeks ago, she went on air on her own stream acting like Hasan is the perfect dog owner, that he would never do anything wrong. So let's just run that back really quick.
I can verify that Kaya is the most loved and spoiled and just the most well-trained and best little baby or big baby that I have ever been around and that I have ever seen. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. You would think that this kind of outrage, we would have seen it towards like the genocide and stuff, but this priorities in this world are not where they should be.
So yeah, once again, Valkyrie has an idea of how Hasan mistreats this dog, but she still went on record running damage control for him, acting like he's the perfect dog owner. And this makes her talk about priorities at the end there just like some peak irony, because we can clearly see that she's willing to forsake Kaya's health and well-being for Hasan's sake, to defend Hasan. Those are apparently her priorities. And then, of course, there's her terrible comparison, but we've already talked about that plenty. So let's move over to this. News that happened yesterday that I actually forgot to include in my video. Oops. So I'll mention this quickly here. The manufacturer of the shock collar has identified Hasan's collar as the shocking variant. Maybe Taylor Lorenz should go interview them on why they are a Zionist. Lincoln replies. The joke there, of course, is how disgraced journalist Taylor Lorenz recently ran damage control for Hasan, and how Hasan has blamed the criticism that he's getting over all of this Kaya stuff on Israel. And so we've got this email from Educator Callers that says, "Hi there. To me, that looks like the low to medium power RX090 receiver that comes with most of our units out of the box. It looks like someone cut off the contact points and put tape over it to maybe cover up any rough edges left for cutting instead of just replacing the contact points with a comfort pad. If you want to be sure exactly which receiver it is, you'll need to remove the tape. So I'm presuming that's supposed to say what receiver it is. And yeah, backing that up, the first sentence, they say it looks like not it for sure is. But this is very close to just 100% confirmation about the sort of, the exact type and model, rather, that Hasan has on Kaya. And like, even this sounds messed up, like cutting off the contact points and just taping over it so there's like rough edges potentially under the tape, instead of, putting the comfort pad there like it sounds like he's supposed to be doing. His excuse would probably be something like, oh, she's got a lot of fur, it's fine, bro. And another clip has just come in. Hasan Piker gets asked by long-term sub to apologize for his mistakes. If you want me to take accountability for being a dog abuser, it's just me agreeing, insane hallucinating. The rest of people online, what? Let's play the clip.
Oh my God. I'm a Hasanabi head, but why is this so hard for you to apologize? That you did your pet wrong, brother, and you're going to do better in the future. It would help you and it would strengthen the trust and relationship with your reviewers if you apologize for your mistakes.
And then there's like 15 seconds of dead air here when he looks back to Kaya. Maybe he's letting chat express their opinions first before he says whatever he has to say about this. I don't know for sure, but I'm just simply trying to fill in the dead air here.
No, that is a Hasanabi head. That's like legitimately a long-term community subscriber who seemingly hasn't seen me take accountability for not immediately going over to Kaya to check in on her. That is true. But I did take accountability for that. Now, if you want me to take accountability for being a dog abuser, well, then that's not accountability. That's just me agreeing to the insane hallucinations of seemingly that person as well as the rest of the people online.
Well, good on Hasan for admitting that he should have checked on Kaya initially when she screamed out in pain from his alleged shock, instead of, trying to just say like, oh, she definitely caught her nail. That's what it was, guys. She's just being a baby. Because that was a pretty terrible response by him. Unfortunately for him, taking accountability for 5% and not the other 95% is still a really bad score. But yeah, I guess he just sees all of us as hallucinating. He says it's insane hallucinations. Right. And you can see, by the way, the chat is like just defending Hasan. These are people who, I think it's very clear at this point in time, don't care about animal abuse at all. That's the sort of people largely filling up that community. I'm glad there are some speaking out about this like we just saw in this clip. That's good to know. But it's definitely disturbing to know that the majority, by far, seem like they're totally okay with defending animal abusers. And those are the updates. As always, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the coverage. Let me know what you think in the comments, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend.